Good morning.
Morning, Mina.
A very dangerous trend at a free Kumasi Eba. Are we to be worried? Toy gun paraded shooting sporadically everywhere. Ewo Kumasi to the extent that you actually the CMP so I'm on watching it you.
For police na yan chiomo.
Wow.
Chiomo straight away na momo kanta bag na mo kwatra ho kakra. Ediane ye ready and now I serve once in a day for 3 days on bejai.
No, but it is becoming so infectious. Say, even some of the police are buying it for their children, and we are seeing them in the video. Almost AAB.
Anti-fair immigration for no more cheap police for. Secondary immigration and now I fair BNI for now cheap immigration for. So BNI for so G2 man and papa soldier be back room. No about. But better to own Casano by heart.
How do we handle it? Now you manage sadly way. I mean, looking at the
police.
Air Cosi.
Air police. Ubeka is even some few years back, police cried the one be by crackers and the ordinary crackers. No, we shouldn't get there. Okay.
Exactly.
And you ask yourself, why am I import way by? Now, why am I license? Or more license, have they tested it and seen it? Have they seen the impact it's going to create? So this is a country where nothing seems to be working here. We have a peculiar history. And Tina, never be a man for your nations. No, we don't do it because of your peculiar circumstances. No, armed robbery is one of the greatest things that worries everybody here. And you are going to give people a toy gun. How will host know that where your toy gun, where your toy gun? And I come up police in the chutu. Or bomutu kumamwaka. Say you back and so more dear growing so not yakumobi. It is some things we do, particularly in the area of licensing. It's a major crazy stuff for us, Mina. But I think say Papa police, just like they ban the ordinary crackers, they will need to look at this one again.
But EZRA
94.1
saying na yensi handle sadly way for 12 days to Ghana's election. Now
I didn't even want to bring in that one.
Police and Abedrua boys need the trueness police in so, and as he walks, they are firing the gun at the police officer, and he was just like, let me just laugh through. And the civilians and appointed toy gun police they are just more than 15 and a police in the
yeah, I think it's unheard of. It's not just creating public disorderliness, but it's also raising the temperature. And you know, black people, or not say Ghanaians as a whole, we are bad people. So we are very evil people. We don't speak the truth.
94.1.
We malign people. We do people. So to even go and give them a toy gun, only call police. So now toy gun we say they call any ordinary person so he could collapse and die. And I said they will use it to rob you at a whatever point because you are already afraid of a gun. So for me, straight away, I'll say let the police damper it. If it's listening, it should issue a warning. And say nobody should tolerate that thing at any police station or coalition center or even during Christmas or anything where they got it from. Nipa no di buy any omomodi license, mom, warehouse and all those things. They needed to be seized and let those guys be arrested.
But so far, you share the police inactions.
EZRA 94.1.
The military. Now yet is in the eastern region, one of the military officers, some of these comment the IGP will use a brutal force. Are these things healthy for election time?
94.1.
No, yeah, very reactive in nature. It lack common sense and systemic issues now. You can want them for a very long time. You know, offer me a me down parry, IGP. I also bear escalate and dis-escalate.
Ezra
Whatever the soldier has
94.1.
said up to today, say who say we invite you. Now, some do police station, now a soldier, and as an immigration officer who misbehave. Is down Paris men going to escalate and dis-escalate? Or that escalate and dis-escalate is meant for only civilians? Let's just say we don't know what we are doing. And it doesn't hold water. Now, in line with that particular soldier, I don't think he should be deployed in the first place because his words shows that he's not qualified to wear the uniform or to be in the position I the man. Elections are not civil war, and you, Crapo, as a law enforcement officer, you are there to protect lives and property. That is why sometimes they allow you to take a sidearm or a proper gun to the place. And so it's an unfortunate statement they've both been making. I don't know where they want to go with this.
But when you say we had some fears, ebewura the ordinary citizen mu ama abato no kra no. Mekwa ne yebekwa akobo me de mpem ba bintra.
No, a lot of people call us. I had a lot of calls. People said they don't want to go and vote because they say there's a gun seizure at Mahabo. They can't find the guns. Almost guns nearby. No prosecution up to now. Soldiers want to beat people. Dampare want to escalate and dis-escalate. It's not the best. You know, this security communication and issues, it's just not the best. Because I agree with you, it's a creative fear and panic. And a lot of people are afraid to go to the polls anyway. I think the campaigners for the political parties will need to educate voters a little bit more and build confidence. We are now about 5 o'clock. Come and listen to the results.
How do you see the entire
Ezra,
arrangement in terms of
94.1.
security? Campaign messages, advice, gearing towards a peaceful election for 2024, a crucial election to that effect. Would you say, are we working towards consciously for security?
This year, now temperature number from Kakra, intimate some sorry, moving from 80 something to about 70 something. The sharp maths have gone into hiding, except last week, accusation and counter accusations. No? But overall, a blueprint to show say they are prepared and ready for the election. You can only measure it and make a reasonable conclusion when the day reaches and everything they put in place work perfectly. Because also for it is way beyond the police. And that one, it is electoral commission and your police ejuma. And until those situations are handled through leadership, yet make us say near down Parikaya and as engagements no it's going to lead to a peaceful transition. But if you say you come to about say my public education, now your name there create problem. Say you call now electoral commission your money ejuma properly. Your name cannot be found. They show you where your name is. They started the election on time. Coalition, any major problem. Other than that, we should be ready for a long fight. After 1992, we share some of their coalition centers. They are not in good shape in terms of security and the outlook features. They are never be up to today. Young bonfires after the 2024 election. We'll start working to look at our coalition centers once and again.
The last time they didn't come up was a broad daylight robbery at one crime. One more Adriani Ebesine, Yenya, any updates, police of watch or not. 3 days ago, there was another one. I know the police for Echo Ransake Hall in an attempt, say, a Quaquachu or more Forest Bureau or a tea on any Namiam. I just say, or I escape. How are we dealing with these as a country?
Armed robbery has been one of our major public safety challenges for civilians and for businesses and all that. A high risk crime, and it's a crime that has multiple effects and impact on the victims. From where I see it, if it's over time, developing anti-armed robbery strategy. Now, say, what do we do? Mikai, President Rawlings time, normally the radical strategy be by most of the armed robbers ran away from Ghana. It gave us some level of briefing space. So we need to look at it again.
EZRA 94.1.
They now catch the ordinary Ghanaian ahead of election.
Oh, sorry, na fa wide card. Na kotuaba 2 year to make coffee above 5 Brow police station number share nipa na o win ye ne nipa na o lose ye. Electoral commission say to aba na nipa na nya 10 na ye 10. You're making sure that every vote is counted and every result is declared. There will be peace.
Richard, I'm more than grateful, my brother. Bibinia Besanto Safro. Around Richard Kumadoed, a fraud and security consultant,
EZRA,
a very scary
94.1.
and dangerous trend against Ghana's security and our ocean. The police are helpless. They're watching it as a movie, and as a matter of fact, it my catcher say it is boiling like a hot water. Mama, me say video na police in the number